Welcome to the Other 99% podcast. I'm your host, Lisa Duck, a coffee-loving direct sales enthusiast who's obsessed with a good digital system. Come join me for a realistic look into the world of direct sales. We'll explore inspiring perspectives, learn about unique business tips, and celebrate success stories that often go untold. Because on the Other 99%, every seller matters. Hey everyone, it is me, Lisa, and welcome back to another episode of the Other 99%. And I have today with me my friend Tricia, all the way from BC, Canada. And Tricia and I met, even though we've been in the same company. She's been in, I'll let her tell you how long, but I've been in the business for over 13 years. And surprisingly, we just met and started connecting probably, maybe less than 4 years ago. So I'm going to jump in and I'm going to introduce Tricia let Tricia introduce herself and tell us, who you are and what you do for fun and all that jazz. So Tricia, you have the floor.
Well, thank you, Lisa. Yes, I have been with Epicure. This is my 19th year, if you can believe that. Um, when I was thinking about it too, for the direct sales, I think I've always had an entrepreneur spirit in me. I made chocolates, I sold rubber stamps, I was even the Avon lady at one point, long time ago. But anyway, so Epicure caught my attention and my heart and, well, my stomach. And I just love it. 18 years solid and 19 years in August. So that's when I started and jumped in. Now, I did jump in because I thought I would like a discount on my products. And I never, ever, ever thought that 19 years later, I'd still be doing it and still really enjoying it. As soon as I started taking it a little bit more seriously than just being my own best customer, then I had a lot of fun with it.
So before Epicure, was there any other, as you said, you had an entrepreneurial mindset, but did you ever look at any other direct sales, or was it only Epicure, other than, I guess, Avon, right?
Yeah, actually, I did a little short stint with Discovery Toys too.
Okay.
It was short, and it just they weren't what was lighting my fire.
Yeah. I'm a big believer that, you find your passion in the product and that's what drives your business. So, and like you said, Epicure hit you right in the tummy. So
Absolutely, the taste buds. Maybe they taste buds.
yeah, maybe that would be better. Awesome. So I know that you have a very successful and very busy business when it comes to Epicure. And you also do work full time, so you're not just devoted to Epicure 100%. But can you give the listeners a little sneak peek behind the scenes? Like, how does Tricia run her Epicure business?
Oh, um, because I have been in the business for such a long time, I have a really good customer base and quite an extensive customer base. We're talking about it with some of my team members the other day, and they were saying it. Yeah, no, I was somewhere, and someone said, "Oh no, I only buy Epicure from that lady who lives by Mayfair Mall." That would have been me, and so I have that. I do work full time in the school district, and I have a large dog that needs exercise every day, and I have a busy house with international students. So I take pictures of everything that I cook. I post it. I share what I've done. When one of the things that I really enjoy doing and has worked quite well for me is doing vendor events and trade shows.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I, of course, met so many people, but just sharing, this is where my passion truly shines, because when people are in front of me and they're looking at stuff and I can give them ideas about all sorts of different things. I'm also pretty good at juggling. So I can be telling one person how much the cost of that product is and telling this person here that you can put that everything bagel on absolutely everything, and life will be never the same. And the better bacon is going to rock your world, so I can do those things. And I also find I do live in Victoria, which is where Epicure started. So a lot of people here know about Epicure, but they don't always know everything. They don't know that it's 100% gluten free. And then I get some people who are there and they're telling strangers at my table as well, how to use the different stuff. So I just offer them to stand behind my booth, and I'll just but that's kind of it. And that's where my passion, and I believe my authenticity shines through. People will say, what's your favorite product? And that's a difficult question. There's so many. It depends on what I'm doing. And what's your least favorite? Well, I don't know, I don't like really hot spice, so I guess I would say the spicy stuff. And I'm not a sauce person, which is pretty funny because I say I'm not spicy and I'm not saucy.
I find that hard to believe. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, I don't get it.
I have to agree with you because I know a lot of people will say like, oh, what's your opinion on this product? Or like, do you like this? And it's really such a hard question for us to answer because what I like and what you like are totally different. So I can never tell you whether or not you're going to love a product. I could give you my opinion, but again, that's like just like based on my taste buds and so forth. Unless I really know what you eat on a daily basis, it's hard for us to say like, are you going to love that? Are you going to hate it? But I know like just this is a little sneak peek, and this episode will be out way past the time when the new season launches, but I know you can agree with me because you got to sample them too in your leader kit, but the new seasonings are absolutely to die for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I have international students, and so they are my guinea pigs. And I have a student from Thailand now, and one of the products is a Thai recipe, and he loves it. I also have a student from Japan who loves all things Asian, and the sticky orange chicken. He just, yeah, I couldn't give him enough of it. I had an Italian student when we got some of the Italian seasonings come out, and I said, "Is this what you like?" I grill them; it's really awful. But
Yeah.
is this what you would taste at home? Is this, does this taste Italian to you? And he goes, "Yes, it does." That's okay. And hopefully he's not lying. They're not lying to me, but yes.
Well, I think if they eat it with a smile and go back for seconds, that's a sure giveaway whether or not they like it, right?
Well, and most of them are so polite. So if it's something they don't like, they won't tell me that, but they'll say it's so. That's okay.
Yeah. Or would you like seconds? No, thank you. And then it's like, yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
All right. So you told us that you've been in business with Epicure for 19 years. So you probably have a lot of things that you're proud of throughout your career. So can you just give us a couple? Because I'm sure there's more than one.
Well, I am proud that I'm a leader. That happened very quickly and quite a long time ago. And because I truly love my day job, my in the school, it's never been an ambition of mine to get to the top of the Epicure ladder.
Hmm.
And I've just been able to enjoy it, not feeling that I should be doing more. I did recently, one of my long-term team members, she became a leader too. So I became a senior leader. And so that was pretty exciting. And I was so happy for her and so proud. It was
Hmm.
something I really wanted. And so that was a proud moment. Um, I have earned a couple of trips with Epicure, and I'm very proud of them. Well, of course, the trip was amazing, but the achievement that I did, and I can remember very clearly thinking to myself, only the people in the catalog go on those trips. That's not to be that person. And next thing you know, I was in the catalog in the centerfold, no less, and um, and I was earning a trip, and I thought, well, look at that. And so that I think was kind of a bit of a pivotal moment for me because I felt, okay, so here's me from little old Victoria, just, you know, putzing along in my business and sending out emails and posting in Facebook. There probably wasn't a Facebook thing at that point. And, just kind of doing my thing with everything else I did. and yet I earned a trip and I got in the catalog. Like I just thought that that was something.
Yeah, I think being like out of all of those things, even, earning the trips are amazing, but being chosen to be in the catalog is like one of those like, wow, I'm really seen, right? You felt like you were seen at that point. So,
Yeah, yeah, and recognized.
yeah.
I'm not, it doesn't matter to me a whole lot for, yeah, you did, you qualified this month and you did this, like stuff that's like, to me, it's my job. Like that's my job is to qualify. That's what I got to do. So I don't feel for myself that that kind of recognition is necessary. But being in the catalog, that was more than my job.
Yeah, for sure. In the centerfold nonetheless. So
And it was way back when the catalog lasted the whole year. So like I was a centerfold girl for a whole year.
I'm like trying to think back. I'm like, do you know when that was? I was like, I can't remember. But then at that point, I probably didn't even know who you were. So I wouldn't even have recognized. It was probably when the catalogs were the bigger like book format, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It was it seems to me it was a Mexican themed, but
Yeah. I don't even remember the catalogs lasting a whole year, but then my memory is not that great. So it could have been like yesterday and I don't remember. So
yeah, so that was those were some of the highlights. Of course, I'm pretty happy that with the income that I'm earned, it's not over the top, but it's enough to buy me the things that I want to buy, like the toys, like like I'm a little bit Apple crazy, so I have the watch, on the iPad and the Mac computer. So, everything's all in line. Hopefully there's no Apple ring coming because I don't know what I do with that. But so yeah, so I've been able to purchase the things that I want. And it's not there's no new houses or pools in my backyard coming up anytime soon, but I don't really want that. So I feel that my business is giving me what I want.
yeah, that's great. So tell us, are you a goal person? Do you set goals?
No,
No.
I try. I try. I am a by the seat of my pants kind of girl a lot of times. I'm also like one of my superpowers, I believe, is my sense of humor. And I do truly try to read the room before I let loose, but sometimes I fail on that. And but yeah, but that I think is kind of the authenticity too, and that you don't have to be perfect to do this job. You can have fun with it, and all of those things. But yeah, goals. Like I do try to set goals, and I get distracted really easily, so I don't follow through on that.
Yeah, I totally get it. I mean, I don't think I think a lot of us get frustrated when we're talking about goals because it's so like, I am definitely not a pen and paper kind of goal person, but I bet you deep down inside, you do have a direction that you want your business to go by the end of 2024.
Yes. And maybe that's what it is I don't really think of that as a goal. But generally, my goal is to earn the incentive trip. And this year, I'm not really excited about it because it's in home.
Yeah, it's in your backyard, right?
And it is a wonderful place, and I absolutely love it. But but yeah, it's just not, a warm, sunny, sandy beach. So so that's oftentimes is a goal, but it's pretty loose in my mind. But for my business itself, I want to grow my team. And I guess there's my goal. I want to grow my team, but I also want to grow my team community.
Hmm.
So I feel like we're all scattered dust in the wind kind of thing. And I want to bring us into a more cohesive group. I've got people not all over Canada, but all over BC. And so in-person meeting is never going to happen for everybody. But just having a more cohesive community in my team is a goal for me this year.
See, I knew we could pull one out of you. I knew
There
it.
you, there you go.
All right. So, one question that I always ask everybody is there a quote or a saying that you've heard over your years, and I mean, you have many to reflect on, that you think that would be beneficial for everyone to hear?
Well, one that has been ringing in my ears the last little while is if it's to be, it's up to me. I work hard on having a positive mindset. And I know things change. COVID happened, and
Mm-hmm.
things change, and things change in the business, and even business changes. I mean, I'm a little bit closer to retirement than fresh start in my jobs, but I do feel that that we need to be looking at the younger generation and being flexible with that. And so that's the thing. If it's to be, is up to me, and that's for me and for my business. And it's not necessarily for me qualifying as a leader or qualifying as a senior leader or any of those things. It's just, if something is going to happen in my business, it's because I have made it so.
Yeah, I love that. There's always these quotes that always stick out, and when you sit there and listen to why they're sticking with someone, it's really amazing, why that quote really sticks with you. So, thank you for sharing that.
Oh, you're
So,
welcome.
so tell us, where can we find you on social or the World Wide Web? Like, how can we find you?
Well, I have I'm on Facebook, of course, and I'm looking. I'm gonna see if my friend Lisa can help me with this for another kind of a landing page community area other than Facebook, because Facebook's changing too. And I guess I mean, Facebook is just a free thing that we all get to play with. But I have a Facebook community for my customers. I also have my Epicure webpage, which is my name, triciasturgeon.epicure.com. I'm on Instagram, a little bit less so. And there we go. There's another goal for me, getting on Instagram. And that is at Tricia_S.epic. And that's kind of where I'm at. I've not got YouTube's world yet.
Yeah. Well, we'll get you there too. But I'll
Yes.
make sure I link all the links in the show notes so people can
Well,
follow you and find you. But I appreciate Trisha you taking the time out to talk to us today and sharing a little bit about you and how you run your business. And we'll catch everybody on the next episode. So thanks for joining us, Trisha.
thank you, Lisa. Bye now.
Bye. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to listen to the podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you would take a minute to rate and then review the podcast, I would absolutely love it. And if you know someone who really needs to hear this podcast, please feel free to share it with them. More listeners, the better. And if you know someone who would like to be a guest on the podcast, or you yourself would like to be a guest, be sure to check the link in the show notes or visit lisaduck.com and click Be a Guest. We'll talk to you soon.